Hey, what's up, man? So today we got Tay Capone in the building, man. What's up?
What's going on, bro? What you on?
Not much, man. Not much, man. It's been a lot going on in these YouTube streets, man, and a whole bunch going on in the Chicago drill scene. And I've seen you locked in on each and everything. You're doing your thing on your own platform, so I got to salute you. And I see those clips going crazy on social media, man. So people are catching attention, man. So what's new with you, Tay Capone?
Just that, man. Just steady trying to grow my own platform and channel, man. I'm trying to be like y'all in a different way, get into the content space, but, do my own thing, man. Just trying to become a staple in this world that we in now, and, just trying to take over and create multiple lanes of income and avenues for me to take over.
And I see it, man. And the fans see it too, man. So you're one of the most highly requested artists for interviews for some reason.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad to hear that people like to hear what I gotta say.
Definitely, man. So, man, let's kick off to where we are now, man. So there's a lot going on in the Chicago drill rap scene, right?
Right.
Recently, you have Chicago drill rap artist Lil Durk get arrested and put into a preceding indictment, man. So what have you seen about this situation lately, man?
Man, G, you know what's so crazy with him, man? Like, it's been honestly, like, surreal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, and they've been locked up for weeks now. It's still kind of surreal. It's, like, shocking. Just from being from the rack, I'm just going off, like, what it feel like out here for everybody in this city to get that news and see that happen. You know what I'm saying? It got the streets, it got everything in the city, like, up in arms. Everybody, like, shocked and surprised. A lot of people hurt. A lot of people feeling a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? But it's been crazy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like it's been something that even me, like, knowing these people and like knowing, that what people are part of, it's still shocking, bro. Like, I don't think, like, it's not really imaginable. It's imaginable, but it's not real. It don't really set in till some charges come down. You know what I'm saying? And when the charges come down and you see people getting snatched by the feds and booked at airports and all that, like, it's real, bro. Like,
now, what's crazy about this situation is this is the second time that you've kind of had people that you were associated with who have been through this, man. At first, we had the O Block 5 or the O Block 6 situation. And that was a federal case that was picked up for the shooting of FBG Duck. Now you have a situation where Lil Durk is brought in with 5 other alleged OTF affiliates, and they're being charged in a superseding indictment for the shooting death of Quando Rondo's cousin, a guy by the name of Lil Pab. So this is a crazy situation, and it's causing a lot of attention online, or I should say a lot of media attention from the mainstream media because of the high level of an artist that Lil Durk is, man. So you're saying for you personally, it feels like an L for the city, or it feels like a loss?
Man, it feel like a loss for the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, because unfortunately, like, when you get a bigger smirk, man, you dictate a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot is affected. Like, I was telling people, Young Boy and Smirk, like, these niggas not getting along affected the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, bro, these two platinum plaque, 100,000 first week, Grammy nominated type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when they not working and they beefing, you got guys who ain't working with one or the other because they rock with one or the other. So now, when I say it affect the world, because we not even getting the music we could have got, because not only is Durk and Young Boy ain't working together, but who rock with Young Boy scared to work with Durk, and who rock with Durk scared to work with Young Boy. So it's a lot of music that ain't even getting made that would have affected the world in a positive way or in just a big way, period, that ain't even getting made because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even just a loss for the city. The city, it's I don't know if it could be a bigger loss. If we talking about the culture wise, you know what I'm saying? The only person you could take bigger than this or mean more is soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can't be no bigger. Honestly, it can't be no bigger of a shock or a loss for the city. But my thing is, this a worldwide thing that's going to affect everything. You know what I'm saying? Because when, like I say, when you become that important, bro, like these ain't just guys who got clout, but when they drop, they selling 20,000 first week or something like no, these is perennial big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like these is guys who everybody go out their way to get on songs with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and they both real street guys too. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people really was like not working with one or the other or rocking with one or the other, bro, because they know it's that real with both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it ain't even just like a shock for the city. That goes without saying. You know what I'm saying? But the world, man, the world gonna miss this on phone. Like,
and you made some very, very valid points, man. During the beef, there was obviously a split in the industry where either you mess with the Quando, Rondo, NBA Youngboy side, or you mess with the Lil Durk side. You know what I mean? And people were not crossing those, you know, or mixing up in between that at all, man. It was just basically everybody was playing their part and staying on their side, almost like it was like the East Coast, West Coast beef all over again or something like that. But this time it's just broken down into cliques and who you cool with and who you vibe with and who you make music with. But what's crazy also about this indictment is the fact that, you know, Lil Durk, there's been a lot of allegations about his moves before he got arrested. So it was reported that Lil Durk had made purchases at 3 separate airports to try to take flights out of town after the first group of guys that got arrested a week prior.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you now? I hate to ask this question in a crazy way, but rock with me. Now, do you think that there'll be any way for Lil Durk to say, hey man, I was just something that I was doing because I might have just took a trip and I tried to replan the trip? Is there any way of talking his way out of that without making it look like he wasn't trying to flee?
I'm pretty sure it is. You know, like when you got a guy who like life is taking flights, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he overbooked, maybe he underbooked, maybe, you know, like playing something when he was supposed to be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like playing I was supposed to been in, you know, Dubai, but now I'm gonna go to Italy, you know what I'm saying? Or something, you know, like I ain't gonna lie, you know, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just saying like his life is built on taking flights. So anything with him taking a flight, I feel like is arguable. Just off the simple fact that's how he make his money. Dirk probably take 15 flights a month, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably takes so many flights, man. I ain't gonna lie, his booking agent or his road manager probably tired of booking. I'm phoning him, like I ain't gonna lie, like shorty booked up. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even like he is dry or slow for him. Like anything with a booking or a flight booking, man, Smirk booked everywhere for so many things, man. You just argue in court, man. I accepted 3 shows in 3 different countries that same night. I had to be at all 3 spots. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tried to book me over there, and over there. You know what I'm saying? And I had all these trips set up whole time. It was on the same day. You know what I'm saying? Like who gonna say that's Bop on phone them? You know what I'm saying? Like really, who could really say that, bro? I'm telling you, like I done overbooked myself before. Like I had 2 places to be in 2 different cities in one day. Like sometimes you just be tweaking or something. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, anything with a flight, bro. I feel like because his job description and how high he is, not just because he a rapper, be the hot rapper, one of the hottest. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's something that could be argued and pushed back to the side.
Now, there's a lot of discussion online about the strength of the case against Lil Durk. You know, a lot of people feel like a lot of the things they have against him are weak. And there was something that I wanted to talk about before we get into the conspirators, and if you know any of them or whatnot. But there was a post that I seen today. It was made by Poetic Flacco, and he made a post that just it had me scratching my head. He actually said this. He said that Lil Durk, like he doesn't see the case against Lil Durk working because it seems loose. Because even in the indictment that they have, they never talked about a price for the alleged murder for hire. So how can there be a murder for hire plot listed in the indictment when there's no price? Murder for hire includes a price even in the definition of the charge, which was fair to say. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that for 100% because even when you heard like going back to like the O Block 6 case, you know what I'm saying? When they brought up murder or murder for hire, or like it being, even though it wasn't a hire, murder for hire, federal wise, they kind of in trial Rock made it as such because they tried to basically say that folks them was rewarded $100 for what happened to that man. You know what I'm saying? And O Block changed, so it was like they was basically saying like this came as a result of that happening to Shorty. You know what I'm saying? And they was bringing up a price. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, I want to say I agree with Poetic Flocko on it, but also it's early. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about these things, we don't even know all the co-conspirators yet. We just know they exist. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know names or nothing. We speculate and jam and all that, but we don't really know nothing but that it's other people on the case and other people that, you know, we don't know but what they revealing. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm not even sure what all they have. You know what I'm saying? To be acting like, oh, they don't got this and that. You know, that's all I'm saying, because it's still early. I ain't gonna say they case weak yet because, bro, I don't know what case they have. They only giving out information they want us to know. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
that is true. And what was released by the Department of Justice read like kind of like an essay. You know what I'm saying? And it just listed basic stuff. Yeah. But I mean, there's different things like there's the indictment, the actual indictment is making its rounds online, and people are picking it apart. So he's saying that he read through the indictment and he didn't see those things. But we will see. We will see, because like you said, all this stuff is going to come out in court, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I just remember, like, you got to know how the feds do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they tactics, you know, like, dealing with the O Block 6 stuff is just another thing that just showed me, like, they will, it's a gradual thing with them. Like, they'll put something out there for y'all to dissect, and deeper we get into the case, the more and more it getting on and on, it's going to be more and more things revealed. And because, you know, I think what the feds do, bro, they try to also win the public opinion court. You know what I'm saying? They try to make the world hate you too. Like, not just the court system. They want the world to know what you did, and so the world can cook you before the jury cook you, folks. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
which is a little messed up, because there's supposed to be laws to protect against that, you know?
Yeah,
you're supposed to get your day in court, but the way that social media is set up, you can get cooked by social media before you ever step your day in that courtroom.
Yeah, because you got to remember how the feds work, bro. They build their name off making basically cop out, folk. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to beat a nigga mentally and physically to the ground, to the point where he feel like, man, look, they got me red-handed on this case, folk. The world know what I did, and the judge know what I did. If I don't take this time or take this offer, I'm going to go to trial and they going to crack me. So what the feds do, I feel like they try to instill fear in you through public consumption and through the court system. So you go through them buildings, for you going to court, and now all the courtrooms big and brown. They look like the courtrooms on TV. You seen niggas get 50 years for. You know what I'm saying? Like they it's like the Fed building got a different mystique in it, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
unlimited budget, man. Like, they can fight you until
like when you go in when you step through their halls, nigga Larry Hoover and some of the biggest niggas in the world have been tried on these courts, folks. So they different, folks. And I feel like they try to win you through public consumption, folks. If we wait another 3-4 months, folks, they gonna try to have stuff out here floating, facts out here that's floating around that's gonna make it seem like them people never come home. You know what I'm saying?
And you speaking facts, because remember in the O Block case, they actually had informants popping out the woodworks. Yeah, Trench's News jumped out of there. He was already a YouTuber at the time.
And we didn't even know these people, bro. We didn't know none of these. And this was later down the line. When it first happened in the first couple of months and all that, we didn't know none of that. As it got to rolling and rolling and rolling, all you get to see, oh yeah, this and that and this and that, and whoa. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, just play. We seen this before. Like, we and you right now pointing out the similarities. Like, so that just lets you know, like, it's gonna be the same thing. We wait it out. We gonna know what they know or what they think they know. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna wait. I'm gonna just wait. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that's the facts. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I have not seen no prices, and that is a good point. Like if it's a murder for hire, you have to be paid or some type of way, or some type of way you have to be hired or paid to do something. You know what I'm saying? So that is a good valid point. But you know, with the feds, you don't know what they know or what they are or what they have until it's time to go. Boy, the feds don't even reveal they witnesses, folks. You don't even know who even telling on you in the feds until you really about to go on trial. Like literally, it won't be in your paperwork or nothing for until you really finna go to trial and everything gotta really come out. Like niggas be finding out 3 weeks before they go to trial that this the person, that this the actual identity of these people, folks. Like
yeah, they're really good at that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and a lot of niggas that ain't go to trial through the feds don't even know who told on them, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like don't even know who a witness on their cases or something. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And like we said, they got all that money to hide witnesses, bury them in the system, do all sorts of different things, man. It's different when you playing with the feds, right?
Yeah, it's definitely different, bro. That's one thing my pops told me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different ball game. The feds don't even give you years, bro. They give you months and send you to the back and let you count it on your own. That's why I give you 275 months. You got to go to the back and just. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta count 275 months. Like what is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like, man, I ain't never getting out of this joint.
Yeah, like that is just like why y'all even do that? Like, bro, just tell him he got 50 years so he know what's going on. You done made this man. You done made this man do a math lesson after he got cracked on folded. He now he in the back counting his fingers. Talking about.
And it sound way worse. I ain't gonna lie, it sound way worse with the months.
Man, bro, I'm telling you, it is. You know what I'm saying? Because it really don't hit you till you get in the back. Like, damn, what was that? Is that 17? Is that 35? I don't know what it is. Like
this is crazy. Yeah.
Right.
All right, Tay Capone. So I wanted to ask you a little bit more about this OTF RICO or this OTF indictment because it's not a RICO at this time. It's an OTF indictment. But there's several names that have been mentioned so far, and I wanted to know how familiar you are with some of these guys, man. There's a guy by the name of OTF Jam who is getting a lot of the attention, man. Social media has kind of turned on this guy because we've seen him with Lil Durk a lot in the past, and people unfairly, man, have labeled him a snitch when there's no paperwork out there labeling him a snitch. But a lot of people feel strongly about it because of different pictures that are out there that might be Photoshopped, different other things that have been out there. And what do you think, Tay Capone, about this whole OTF Jam situation?
Like you said, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so crazy how the world and how the information can be, you know, deemed true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen basically every blog who posted him said he did it, but the transcripts of what we know now ain't revealed that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the world has deemed him already, even though that's not what, as of right now, the transcripts or any other information we can read about the case say. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, man, some people, especially people in like my space, or even like me with my type of like, the way I can change people's opinions or even affect people's opinions, I say, like, I gotta be careful when I'm talking about stuff like that ain't been proven. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the world and how easy it was for him. Like, he basically already argued for his name and he ain't even said that yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he unfairly arguing for his name right now. I'm not making no excuses for him because, like I said, we don't know if it's true or not. You know what I'm saying? The feds ain't revealed but so much yet. One of them co-conspirators could be jammed. But as of right now, that ain't what we know. That ain't even what it said. So I feel like that's just, you know, something that, man, it's just crazy how the world works, man. Like, you can real life, like, you can go through something like that for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't
and
like
here's a question on top of that. Is the when it comes to like this meme culture that we got, where we make a joke out of everything. You know what I'm saying? But for the person going through it, like for Jam, let's say Jam for like he hasn't put his head out there and spoke on it. He hasn't said anything. So, you know, it continues and it gets worse. So people are like going even harder and digging even deeper to where they playing videos of him in the background with Lil Durk. And he looked like he up to something. You know what I'm saying? Now, did you ever have any run-ins with OTF Jam?
Yeah. I mean, you know, like, I'm young, you know what I'm saying? Even though everybody, you know, seen me since the beginning, you know, I was a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? I was one of the youngest running with the older guys, you know what I'm saying? So I know him. I know Jam. I've met Jam many times, but Jam did so many years. He got locked up when I was young, bro. I think Jam did 12 and a half or 12. Like, that'll put us back in 2012, 11, you know what I'm saying, like that. Or, no, he been out. Okay, he been back booked, though. You know what I'm saying, for a minute. So he came home, wasn't even out. I don't know if he was out a year. You know what I'm saying? But he did. I think maybe he got out of, 2022 or something like that, or 2023. But he been gone since 2011 or 10. So, you know, that'll take me, you know, somewhere at I'm probably like 12 years old or something. You know, like, I'm a shorty, you know what I'm saying? So he was took so long when I was a kid, man. Like, you know, I ain't get a chance to really jam with him, no pun intended, like the rest of the guys, folks, he been gone so long. Like, him and bruh, folk, them like big bro them, you know what I'm saying? But I was young enough but old enough and advanced enough to see and be around for them and meet them. But they got took away from me, or out the streets from us, from our era, folk, when everything first kicked off or was about to kick off, you know what I'm saying? So they didn't get a chance to even lock in with not just like me or things like that, but just like a lot of the guys had to re-meet Jam them, folk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't get a chance to do all that with us when we was young, like we all did with each other. Folks and them kind of like spent a lot of that booked. You know what I'm saying? So niggas gotta be reacquainted for real. I ain't gonna lie, folks.
Now, what's crazy is I had an opportunity to talk to Big Mike, right? And, you know, he's Wooski's older brother, and he was one of the cats who was around y'all side for a little while there. And Big Mike had talked about this. He talked about the fact that he was locked up with Jam. And he said, basically, when they were locked up, in the whole BD world, Jam was getting mad respect. Like, he was like, people were scared of him. Like, he was really putting paws on cats. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really putting it down. And if you went to, he made the statement in our interview, if you went to any prison in Illinois right now, or even in Indiana or anything like that, nobody would ever believe that Jam was a snitch. You know, nobody would ever believe that he had flipped on Durk, because they were on the prison yards when Durk was taking care of him, putting big money on his books, everybody going up to Jam to get stuff for him, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's tripping people out, the fact that he could be the guy that people are saying is one of the informants in this case. What do you think about what Big Mike said, man?
See, that's why I said, like, even, like, and that's a fact, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, to just even wait to even really try to, like, dissect or even put that on his name, because, like, Jam been tested, bro. Like, Jam been tested. This not like a nigga who ain't been tested, for Jam did more time than a lot of niggas could survive in this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga couldn't get 12 and do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, he took that, folk. I ain't gonna lie. Like he been tested, folk. Like, he ain't do 3 or 2 or 5. Like, that man did a long time, gang. Like, 12 years ago, man, I was a whole different little boy, man. Like, 12 years ago, me right now wouldn't even f with me from 12 years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's...
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time.
That's damn near half my life ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I'm like, man, so he been tested, bro. It's gonna be hard to break Jam up until this point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, up until this point, it's obviously hard to break him, bro. You know what I'm saying? The man did 12 years. I ain't say nothing.
Now, from your opinion, what would you think about? I mean, because it's been put in the lyrics, it's been put all over there, that Lil Durk was taking care of him. He came home, Lil Durk gave him 50 grand, car, place to live, all of that, man. So for him, let's say it was true, and he did turn on Lil Durk. Like, what in the world, what could possibly motivate somebody to do that?
I ain't gonna lie, nothing, for on BD at that point, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know really what more a nigga could do to make it not happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, it's just like a lost cause. Like, that's just what it is. I couldn't have did no more than that for a nigga. I ain't even giving $50 for on BD. Like, $500 for a nigga give you 50 for. A lot of niggas folk did a lot of years and came home and had to just be in the world and get a job at McDonald's or something. I'm folding them like niggas ain't come home to no bread, no motion, no this and that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas ain't come home to that, folks.
I'm glad you said that because most people, especially I hope the younger cats out there, they listen to this. Most people, and especially all my life growing up, I've seen a lot of the street cats, they come home and they end up going back to trying to get just a regular job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like this whole glamorized, I come out of jail, my homeboys give me 50,000, 20,000. That doesn't happen.
Bro, that is damn mythical. Like, boy, you don't know too many niggas that happened for. I don't know no nigga who came home and had, oh yeah, they go a 50 piece. What? Like, come on, bro. That's bro. If you coming straight home from the joint, G, 50K is life changing money, folks. Like, because you at this point, folks, you can come home and immediately put yourself right on your feet. You can go take a dub, get a car, a crib, and everything, and some wardrobe, folks. On BD, you know what I'm saying? And then have another 30 ball put up to pay rent and move around and get something going for yourself, folks. That'll put you on if you getting to the world. On BD, if you know what you doing for 50K, give me 50K right now. I'm telling you, I'm not looking back, folks. You know what I'm saying? It is just 100, folks, and I can run up a 50 easy. But I'm saying, like, you can that's money that a nigga real life make himself, you know what I'm saying, straight with, folks. So it's nothing a nigga could do, folks. Nothing else, folks. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, he couldn't have. It's no motive you can have once a nigga do that, folks. On BD, you just at that point, you just like up at that point, folks. Smirk can't do nothing better than what he did, folks. Smirk would have gave him a 10, he would have been turned. Like, nigga, ain't no nigga got that, folks. Like, niggas not come home to nothing, G. I'm telling you, when niggas come home, folks, niggas be having a rude awakening, folks. On BD, a lot of niggas don't even be able to migrate to society. It's so hard. Imagine coming home, G, and you ain't no Smirk, though. Like, bro, rent so high, everything's so high, bro. You come home, a 2-bedroom, 2,300, like, you not finna get on your feet right now, bro. You finna go to your mama basement for 2 years after you come home doing 12.
And that's normal.
Yeah, bro, that's normal, folks, because right now, bro, it ain't the time for no fresh out, I don't got no motion, I gotta get back on my feet. No, bro. You them that need a jump start like knowing Smirk to get right on BD, cause bro, I'm telling you, life right now for an adult expensive as hell, gang. Like it ain't cheap. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This shit, I'm talking about for rent them that it doubled in the last 10 years. G, like, folks, like, you not gonna be coming home thinking you finna be in this, finna migrate to this society, folks, without no help on BD, nigga. You need all the help you can get, folks. So you come home knowing Smirk, nigga, that was the perfect. Oh, now this is I know I'm gonna come home and be able to do something decent because my homie gonna blast me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't come home. That nigga probably come home a couple hundred guys put up 20 or 20, 50 something. You probably have a $500,000 pot when you come home. If not with you, you know what I'm saying? If you know a couple niggas getting money, might even be a couple thousand. But niggas, you walking around with half a $100. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
That's unheard of.